everybody. So I just got back from Washington, D.C. We had the national RNC meeting, our first meeting since the election, and then the inauguration. But boy, was it bitterly cold in Washington, D.C. Whatever you guys think it was a cold that would cut through you. There was really no way safely that they could have held the inauguration outdoors. But I do also want you to know there were literally $1 million donors that did not get a seat inside the rotunda or even the overflow seating. So we owe our donors a big thanks for their support of President Trump, but they didn't get their seats and we didn't get the seats either. But we had a good time with North Carolina, didn't we? We really did. So I'm going to try to go through this quickly, some of Trump's agenda for America First, because that truly is what we're talking about. So far in Trump's cabinet, we do have confirmed Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, already doing good work in getting prisoners released. John Ratcliffe, CIA Director, can't wait to see that go down. Yep, Pete Hegseth, by the year of his chin, Secretary of Defense. And then Christy Noem, Homeland Security, also can't wait to see what she has to do. This week, they're talking about Kennedy for Secretary of Health. Some of you might be for that, some of you might not be for that. I do own child care centers and preschools. I am very much invested in Make America Healthy Again. I don't care for the vaccine packages coming out for children. I think our food needs to be safer. I think there's too much ADD, ADHD, and we need to take a good look at our food sources in China in our food sources. So I'm excited about Kennedy. Kash Patel for the FBI. Cannot wait to see this come through this week. And also Tulsi Gabbard for National Intelligence Director. Can't wait to see that. A few of the pending confirmations are Pam Bondi. I can't believe she hasn't been confirmed yet. Cannot wait to see Pam Bondi and what she comes out with. Doug Collins, Veterans Affairs, Elise Stefanik. I heard from her while I was in D.C. last week. She is a superstar. We're going to see good things from her at the UN. Also, keep an eye on Brooke Rollins. Don't know if you guys know much about her, but she's up for Agriculture Secretary, which is very important for North Carolina. David Rouser, one of our big agriculture servants in our congressional delegation. Brooke Collins is going to be very important for us. Sean Duffy, also important with Secretary of Transportation. I love some Doug Burgum. If you guys don't know much about him, he is a solid Christian family businessman. He's going to serve great as the Interior Secretary, and Lee Zeldin for EPA. I went to a great New York, I was pretty close with the New York delegation while I was in DC, and went to a breakfast with Lee Zeldin, and he is a New York superstar. I think we're going to see big things from him. Keep an eye on him. And you know what I said when we saw the New York representatives? It was Fowler and Lee Zeldin. And I was like, we need leaders like this in North Carolina. They spoke truth. It was unvarnished. There was no BS. It was all honest. It was very refreshing, and I would love to see some of that in North Carolina. Let's see what else we also have. Trump's first week, he visited the North Carolina mountains. Oh my gosh. And I'm sure that you guys saw the press releases and the press conference where he literally charged Michael Whatley with the distribution of federal funds. I am good for that because I want the money going to the people. I want their money rebuilding, and we need oversight on that. I do trust Michael Whatley to do what's best for North Carolina, so I am excited about that. Also, the fight in California. Oh my gosh, the wildfires. And I'm sure you guys saw this. Did you see President Trump fighting with the mayor of Los Angeles? Yes, and you know what? Even the evil swamp that we have in California has to sit there, Hollywood. They have to sit there and know that President Trump is fighting for them. I literally heard one of the Hollywood stars who had been impacted from a previous fire, and she said, it took 1 year to drain my pool. She said there were dead animals in the pool from the fire, and we couldn't even drain the pool with the dead animals in the pool. The red tape and the regulations. And as Trump is arguing with the LA mayor and saying, It needs to start now. It can't be 18 months. It can't be 12 months. It can't be next week. It needs to start now. And she's like, oh, we will start it now, Mr. President. Well, what? And Trump's going to hold your feet to the fire. It will happen. Thank God for President Trump, and thank God for President Trump even in California. Because we're real Republicans. We don't want this work just for us. This work that Trump is putting out is truly, genuinely for everyone. Yes, and that is the message. It is truly the message that we need to walk forward with. How about the Gulf of Mexico became the Gulf of America? I love it. You know, with him, it's all about positioning. It's all about message. It's all about posturing. With him calling that Gulf of America and making that happen, he is sending a message across the entire world that it is America first. It is something that small. He's saying, don't mess with us. I love it. Absolutely love it. Historic mass deportations. Mexico immediately said that they would not cooperate. How about Colombia? Said they wouldn't cooperate. And within 20 minutes, the president saying he would send his plane to help with the deportation.
From the golf course.
From the golf course. How fantastic is that? DEI, rolling it back everywhere already across the country. Target, one of the most liberal organizations with their, rainbow flags as you walk in with your children in the front of Target. But they are saying that they're going to roll back their DEI policies. This is genuinely good work for America. The January 6th pardons. Finally. And ending government work from home. Get everybody back to work.
Yeah.
It's the American dream. We work hard to prosper, and it is equality, not equity. We're Republicans, we're Americans, this is what we believe. Trump also revoked security clearance for over 51 former intelligence officials. Related to Hunter Biden's laptop. Good for him. Good for him. He also fired 17 inspector generals, and he ordered troops to the U.S. border. So also, I want you guys to know, Susie Wiles is Trump's new chief of staff. I've met her and talked with her several times personally. She is not an open book, but you do not mess with Susie Wiles. I think she's going to be a fantastic chief of staff for Donald Trump. He also, this goes in relation with him, he really works well and gets along well with women. He genuinely does. Susie Wiles will not suffer fools. She will not suffer drama. It's going to be a very tight ship, only related to the America First agenda. That's their only vision. They have 4 short years to get this in place. Did you guys see Trump in Davos? Did you see his recorded speech? So fantastic. And the WEF, he put all of them on notice. And this is after, if you remember, when he was president 4 years ago, he walked out of the G7 summit. He walked out of Davos Summit, and then here he is 4 years later putting them on notice that America is back. It is America First policies, telling them that everything that they are doing in Europe right now is stupid and that they need to get on the ball. Which I really also love, because I'm going to a meeting in Charlotte with a whole bunch of liberals on Wednesday, and there is a representative there from the United Nations, and she's speaking about the EU, about the European Union. So I can't wait to hear their take on the spin, but I want to see what they have to say about Trump. So I'll have to let you guys know about that. It's going to be very, very interesting. But I love Trump putting the international community on notice that we are back to America. And then I think it gave strength to the Argentinian president, who then came on board and lit them up over DEI practices and transgenderisms and surgeries. I really think that Trump is giving everyone else the strength now to speak up also and be bold, and I'm so happy about that. And he clearly told the Davos elite that they must invest in the U.S. or face tariffs. Hilarious. I love it. So then we dialed back from international community, we dialed back from national news, and we look at North Carolina. What does all of this mean really for North Carolina? So guys, my job as your RNC Committeewoman is to grow the party, not shrink the party. It is not my job to put a litmus test on people's Republicanism. What I'm going to tell you guys is, in this state, no one faction can win. It's going to take all of us working together to deliver our state. We have to deliver our state to continue the work that Trump is doing. 26 is going to be hard. We must win a large supermajority in Raleigh. We've got a Democrat governor. So we're going to have to pick up seats that we did not pick up this cycle. We're going to have to pick them up by more, but we're going to have to also hold the seats we already have, and it's going to be hard in a midterm, but it's a Trump cycle, so all that goes out the window, and nobody can really tell you what's going to happen. If Trump's delivering really good work and we all unify, we can deliver a supermajority in Raleigh. We can do that. We also need to look at our congressional seats. 2026 midterm, it's always hard to hold your seats, much less add a seat. I want to win District 1, y'all. We can win District 1 congressional seat. We can do that if we all work together and stand together. We can do that. There's also going to be the U.S. Senate seat. I'm just going to tell you that whatever Trump says is what I will follow. My directive as an RNC Committeewoman, like I said, is to grow the party, not shrink the party, but I will also do whatever Trump says to deliver on the America First agenda. I truly believe in that. We've got to deliver the Senate votes for Trump. If we lose a Senate seat, then we have to pick a Senate seat up somewhere else. So whatever we do, please, we've got to win the Senate seat. And I don't care who it is, as long as it's a Republican. Promise me that, y'all. Whatever it is, we have to win a Republican for U.S. Senate in North Carolina. So races and party leadership are coming up. Unity and growth, including everyone. We can only win together. Trump's agenda is for everyone, and no one faction can win without the other. So be careful in your elections. The liberal agenda is the enemy, not each other. Remember that. People aren't the enemy. The liberal agenda is the enemy, and that's what we're fighting against, not each other. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love all of you, because you're Republicans. I even love some independents and unaffiliated, and I love a light Democrat if they vote red. I'll take whatever it takes for us to win, because I have children. My daughter's 25, my son is 20. I want to deliver an America for them. That's what this is about, and I know that you all feel the same. It's why you're here. I'm so excited to see this room of people. If you ever need anything, please let me know. Ed Royhill and I serve you at the RNC, along with our state chair, Jason Simmons. So if you ever need anything, let us know. You write a letter. I will make sure it gets to the Trump staff. We can definitely do that. I also really love Susie Wiles. I can get it to Susie, who will also get it to Trump. So we can do that for you. So if you ever need anything, let us know. But DC was wonderful. It was a true shot of goodness. You felt the energy there. People are on fire. They really are. I think DC is scared to death because Biden is there and they don't do any work. DC is quiet. When it's a Trump cycle, things are humming. The offices are humming. The halls are humming. You're like, what's going on? Who's meeting now? Where are they going? People are running. And that's where we are, guys. We're back. We're back. The Republicans are back. Trump is back. We did it. God bless you and God bless you.